Archangel Michael is speaking directly to you. Someone connected to your heart has made a final decision and it is changing everything. They are turning away from their past and stepping towards something new, but you are hearing this now before it reaches you from anywhere else. My child, my beloved, I was sent from the throne of God to reach you before this moment passes. You were never meant to be the last to know. The one you have been praying for, the one whose name lives quietly in your heart, has already made a decision and it is deeply connected to you. Please do not skip this moment. This message was delayed multiple times. Each delay, an attempt to block what was meant for you, but heaven has overruled every obstacle. Now this message has been released and it is meant for you alone. They have stepped away from their past, not just for something new, but for something deeper, something they cannot fully explain. Yet there is something they have not shared with anyone. They are still carrying a shadow and that shadow is tied to you. Do not rush to fear or misunderstanding. Before you continue the message along with me, I request you to support this ministry by giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation on PayPal, or becoming a member of our coffee community. This will help us continue our work, and bring such beautiful Archangel Michael message for you. Remember, your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Now let's continue this message. You must hear the full truth. Heaven knows your heart cannot endure another fracture. That is why this message is being spoken now, personally and urgently. This truth is not for everyone. It is for those chosen to receive it, and you are one of them. If you feel a stillness around you or your heart reacting in ways you cannot explain, it is because a window of truth has been opened just for you. But it will not remain open forever. What you are about to understand was nearly erased from the record. It is something that must reach you in this moment. They did not walk away because they stopped caring. They left because they were influenced by something untrue. A lie was spoken, something twisted, something that made them question what was real. And for a moment, they believed it, but that moment is ending. They are beginning to awaken. Their soul is unsettled, searching, unable to ignore what they truly feel. And right now, in this very moment, they are standing between two paths. One path leads back to you, the one they truly loved. The other keeps them tied to a past that has only drained them, and heaven is watching, waiting to see what will happen next, because your decision now could tilt the outcome. This isn't just about romance. It's about divine realignment. You were never meant to chase someone who couldn't see your worth, but now they see it. They see the one they rejected and their spirit is trembling. My beloved one, the Spirit of God says if you open this message fully without skipping, you will see what they are hiding and what they're about to reveal. But if you walk away now, if you turn from this divine alert, you may find out the truth later from someone who was never meant to carry it. Heaven does not want you to be second to your own prophecy. That's why Archangel Michael is speaking this out loud to your soul, because what's coming next is more than just a message. It's a spiritual intersection. Your name has been spoken in a dream, not by one, but 3 messengers. And the one you love has been waking up in the middle of the night, sweating, hearing your name echo through silence. They're scared of returning to the past, scared of being rejected by you, scared of the truth you already know. But you're about to rise because heaven is on your side. There's a reason you feel this pull. There's a reason you clicked on this, and there's a reason your angels have been hovering closely this entire day. They are trying to make sure you don't miss this moment. My child, listen. You weren't crazy for loving them. You weren't foolish for believing the signs. The person you love is changing, but what you don't know is this. someone else is trying to take your place. Yes, someone who has watched you, envied your bond, and now sees their chance. But they are not chosen. They are not written in the divine record beside your name. You are the original and they are only a copy. And copies don't carry the blessing, but you do. That's why Archangel Michael is declaring it now. If you stay still and listen for the truth in the next few lines, you will know exactly what is about to happen between you and this person. Their friends already suspect. Their family already knows, but only you were left out. Why? Because you were protected from the false version of the story. You are being hidden, not abandoned. Hidden because your value is not for public consumption. And now they are about to realize the one they walked away from was the very one carrying their breakthrough. My child, the decision has been made. They are cutting ties. They are releasing the old, but who they move toward is still undecided. Yes, that's why heaven is intervening. If you allow bitterness to take over, you'll push away what belongs to you. But if you allow this final truth to enter your spirit, you'll see what is meant to return will return, healed, transformed, true. Not by your effort, but by divine appointment. My beloved one, a spiritual countdown has begun. You have 3 minutes to finish this message, music, before something major is shown to them, and whether they reach for you or the counterfeit depends on the next decision you make. Will you listen fully? Will you receive the truth before it finds you in someone else's mouth? Or will you let silence cost you a future you prayed for? Don't test God's grace. Don't delay. Heaven is watching your response. You must open your spirit now. This is no longer about what they feel. It's about what you do with what you know. Because what you do in the next few moments will determine what they remember about you. My child, my beloved, you've been walking around with a weight in your chest. Archangel Michael is speaking directly to you. Your person has made a final decision. They are walking away from their past for someone new, but who opened this before you hear it from someone else? My child, my beloved, I was sent directly from the throne of God to reach your soul before this moment slips away. You were never supposed to be the last to know this, but the one you've been praying for, the one whose name you whisper in your heart at night, has already made their final decision, and it has everything to do with you. Please don't skip this. This message was delayed 3 times. Each delay was an attempt to block what was meant for you, but now heaven has overruled it. This message was released and it's for your ears only, my beloved. They have walked away from their past for someone new, for something deeper, for a calling they can't explain. But here's what they haven't told anyone. They are still haunted by a shadow, and that shadow has your name on it. Before you assume the worst, you must hear everything. Heaven knows your heart cannot be left broken again. This is why Archangel Michael is speaking now, personally, urgently, because this truth is not for public ears. It is for the chosen, and you are that chosen one. Please, if you feel your heart racing or a strange quiet surrounding you, it's because heaven has opened a portal of truth just for you. But it won't stay open long. Subscribe now so this sacred truth is never lost. The next few lines were almost erased from the angelic record. What I'm about to reveal can only stay with you, my child, my beloved. They didn't leave because they stopped caring. They walked away because someone whispered a lie about you, a name, a moment, a twisted truth, and they believed it, but only for a moment. They're waking up. Their soul is restless, and right now, right this very second, they are standing between 2 choices. Return to the one they loved, you, or stay bound to a past that only drained them. And the heavens are waiting to see what you do next, because your decision now could tilt the outcome. This isn't just about romance. It's about divine realignment. You were never meant to chase someone who couldn't see your worth, but now they see it. They see the one they rejected and their spirit is trembling. My beloved one, the Spirit of God says, if you open this message fully without skipping, you will see what they are hiding and what they're about to reveal. But if you walk away now, if you turn from this divine alert, you may find out the truth later from someone who was never meant to carry it. Heaven does not want you to be second to your own prophecy. That's why Archangel Michael is speaking this out loud to your soul. Because what's coming next is more than just a message. It's a spiritual intersection. Your name has been spoken in a dream, not by one, but 3 messengers. And the one you love has been waking up in the middle of the night sweating, hearing your name echo through silence. They're scared of returning to the past, scared of being rejected by you, scared of the truth you already know. But you're about to rise because heaven is on your side. There's a reason you feel this pull. There's a reason you clicked on this. And there's a reason your angels have been hovering closely this entire day. They are trying to make sure you don't miss this moment. My child, listen. You weren't crazy for loving them. You weren't foolish for believing the signs. The person you love is changing. But what you don't know is this. Someone else is trying to take your place. Yes, someone who has watched you, envied your bond, and now sees their chance. But they are not chosen. They are not written in the divine record beside your name. You are the original and they are only a copy. And copies don't carry the blessing. But you do. That's why Archangel Michael is declaring it now. If you stay still and listen for the truth in the next few lines, you will know exactly what is about to happen between you and this person. Their friends already suspect. Their family already knows. But only you were left out. Why? Because you were protected from the false version of the story. You are being hidden, not abandoned. Hidden because your value is not for public consumption. And now they are about to realize the one they walked away from was the very one carrying their breakthrough. My child, the decision has been made. They are cutting ties. They are releasing the old. But who they move toward is still undecided. Yes, that's why heaven is intervening. If you allow bitterness to take over, you'll push away what belongs to you. But if you allow this final truth to enter your spirit, you'll see what is meant to return will return healed, transformed, true, not by your effort, but by divine appointment. My beloved one, a spiritual countdown has begun. You have 3 minutes to finish this message before something major is shown to them. And whether they reach for you or the counterfeit depends on the next decision you make. Will you listen fully? Will you receive the truth before it finds you in someone else's mouth? Or will you let silence cost you a future you prayed for? Don't test God's grace. Music, don't delay. Heaven is watching your response. You must open your spirit now. This is no longer about what they feel. It's about what you do with what you know. Because what you do in the next few moments will determine what they remember about you. My child, my beloved, you've been walking around with a weight in your chest. You've smiled through days that should have broken you. You've stayed quiet while your heart screamed for answers. And heaven has watched every single tear, every sleepless night, every question you whispered to the stars when no one was around. Why did they leave? Why did they change? Was any of it even real? But here is the divine truth no one else dared to tell you. They did not leave because of a lack of love. They left because they were running from a version of themselves they couldn't carry into their future. And what you didn't know is this. They are no longer that same person. Something happened, something divine, and they're on their way back. But not to pick up where things left off. They're coming because something in the spirit realm has pulled them out of their sleep and shown them visions of you. Yes, beloved, visions. Or will you let silence cost, music, you a future you prayed for? Don't test God's grace. Don't delay. Heaven is watching your response. You must open your spirit. Now, this is no longer about what they feel. It's about what you do with what you know. Because what you do in the next few moments will determine what they remember about you. My child, my beloved, you've been walking around with a weight in your chest. You've smiled through days that should have broken you. You've stayed quiet while your heart screamed for answers. And heaven has watched every single tear, every sleepless night, every question you whispered to the stars when no one was around. Why did they leave? Why did they change? Was any of it even real? But here is the divine truth no one else dared to tell you. They did not leave because of a lack of love. They left because they were running from a version of themselves they couldn't carry into their future. And what you didn't know is this. They are no longer that same person. Something happened, something divine, and they're on their way back. But not to pick up where things left off. They're coming because something in the spirit realm has pulled them out of their sleep and shown them visions of you. Yes, beloved, visions. Clears throat, it is a heavenly assignment reaching its critical climax. And right now, the clock is ticking in both realms, in heaven and on earth. And only one person can hold the truth that decides the outcome. That person is you. My child, my beloved, let me reveal something to you that your heart already suspected, but your mind was too tired to believe. This person, the one who left, the one who confused you, the one whose silence hurt deeper than any argument ever could. They never truly stopped loving you. They just stopped loving the version of themselves they became when they were around you. Not because you did anything wrong, but because your light was too bright for their shadows. Your spirit reminded them of everything they had not healed. And instead, music, of rising to meet you at your level, they retreated. They returned to the comfort of what was broken. But brokenness cannot hold the spirit. It eventually crumbles. And now they are standing among the ruins of what they thought they wanted, looking around at people who speak their name, but don't speak to their soul. Sleeping next to someone who holds their hand, but not their heart. Laughing in crowds, but crying when they're alone. And all because they walked away from the one thing that was divine, you. But beloved, this is not a time to gloat. It's a time to prepare. Because they are coming back, but not in the way you expect. Not with flowers, not with grand gestures, but with trembling, with tears, with fear. Because when someone touches divinity and then loses it, it leaves a permanent void. They will try to fill it with noise, with people, with distractions. But the soul always knows, and your name echoes in their silence. They remember your voice, your presence, your patience, your love. And now they are wondering, would they even want me again? But what they don't know is this. You've changed, too. You've grown. You've awakened. And while your love for them hasn't vanished, it's not the same love anymore. It's wiser. It's more sacred. It now knows that love is not just about feeling, but about alignment. My dear one, God says you are no longer who they left behind. You are not waiting anymore. You are becoming, and your becoming is being watched by heaven, by your angels, and yes, even by them. The person who thought you would chase now sees you rising. The person who thought you'd crumble, music, now sees you glowing. And while they still hold a part of your story, they must now decide if they are worthy of the next chapter. But hear this carefully, beloved. The choice is not just theirs. It's also yours. Heaven is not forcing a reunion. It's offering a reckoning. A moment where truth must be faced, where apology must be genuine, where healing must be mutual. And if they come to you unchanged, your silence will be your answer. But if they come reborn, your spirit will know it before they even speak. And that's why this message was sent now, because they are getting close. They are reaching out, maybe not with words yet, but with energy, signs, glimpses, late-night thoughts that pull on your soul without warning. That's them waking up. So, I ask you now, will you open your heart, not with naivety, but with discernment? Will you listen for heaven's signal, not the world's noise? Because what's coming isn't just an emotional return, it's a spiritual test. You will be tested by timing, tested by doubt, tested by memory. They may show up just as someone new enters your life, and you'll wonder which one is the real blessing. But hear me clearly, my beloved, blessings never confuse. True alignment will always bring peace, not chaos. So, do not decide by urgency, decide by peace. That peace will only come when you release the outcome into heaven's hands. What is meant for you is already moving around you, waiting for the right moment. It will arrive when your heart is ready to receive it openly, not with fear or control. My child, my beloved, there is something that can no longer remain hidden. The one you have cried over, prayed for, and tried to forget is now facing what heaven calls the consequence of delay. While you were healing, they were hesitating. While you were growing, they were avoiding what they needed to face. But now, that time has come to an end. The spiritual realm is shaking everything that once kept them comfortable. The distractions they relied on are beginning to fall away. What once felt like peace to them is now turning into confusion. The person they once gave their attention to no longer holds their focus. Because you were never just a passing chapter in their life. You were the moment that was meant to change everything, and heaven is no longer allowing them to ignore it. In the quiet of the night, when everything is still, their soul begins to speak loudly. They see memories of you, moments they overlooked, and pieces of what they lost. They are faced with truths they can no longer escape. They do not know if what they feel is regret or something deeper pulling them forward. But here is what you must understand. You do not need to chase them in order to be chosen. You were never meant to beg for what was already designed for you. Let that truth settle within you. You were not created to compete for love, to fight for attention, or to diminish yourself so someone else could feel greater. You were created with purpose, with strength, and with divine intention. That is why their spirit still remembers you, even when their mind tries to move on. That is why the connection still echoes, not because of attachment, but because something sacred was shared that cannot be erased. And even if they try to hide it, even if they appear fine, distract themselves, or speak as if everything is over, what they feel in silence is far stronger than anything they show. And now, heaven has given them one final window to turn back, to reach out, to return, not to the old version of you, but to the elevated one. But here is where your test begins, because God never designed you to beg for what was built for you. Let that settle. You were not created to compete for affection, to fight for attention, or to shrink so someone else could shine. You were created in the image of the divine, formed with power, patience, and purpose. That's why their spirit remembers you, even when their mind tries to forget you. That's why the bond still echoes, not because of obsession, but because something sacred passed between you that no human hands can erase. And even if they try to pretend, even if they smile in public, post their distractions, or speak words that sound final, what they feel in their silence is louder than anything they show. And now, heaven has given them one final window to turn back, to reach out, to return, not to the old version of you, but to the elevated one. But here is where your test begins. Not every return is a restoration. Sometimes people come back not to stay, but to seek closure. And sometimes closure isn't the answer. Sometimes you are the closure. And so, heaven needs you to ask yourself something before this moment arrives. If they return, will you be ready to receive them with wisdom, or will you give in to the emotion that once broke you? Because they are coming, not weeks from now, not years, but soon, very soon. The portal is open. The energy has shifted. Their steps are being stirred, and even now, they are battling themselves, wondering if reaching for you is still allowed. But their soul already knows the answer. It's not about permission, it's about destiny. And destiny is louder than pride, louder than fear, louder than delay. Beloved, I say this with all of heaven behind me. This is your moment of power. You do not need to prove anything. You do not need to lower yourself to be seen. You are already seen by the one who made you. And if they cannot recognize your light in this season, they will lose you to someone who does. That's the miracle no one talks about. God doesn't just give second chances, He gives replacements, too. And right now, two stories are unfolding. One in which they return changed, refined, humble, and ready. And one in which heaven closes the chapter and brings someone new, someone divine, someone already praying for someone like you. Both stay in discernment, and above all, stay in position. Because the person who once overlooked you is now seeking what only you carry. And they're about to realize you were never the one who needed fixing. You were the one who was sent to heal them. My child, my beloved, the moment is drawing near, closer than you even realize. The very air around your life is shifting. Heaven has already begun rearranging circumstances to bring a confrontation between the past and the future. And you, yes, you stand right at the center of that divine collision. You have no idea how many times they've picked up the phone to call you, and then put it down, heart racing, palms sweating, unsure whether you'd even answer. They've typed your name into their screens so many times, only to delete it before pressing send, because shame is louder now than it was before. They're starting to realize the damage their silence caused. They thought you'd wait forever, but now they feel it. Your energy has changed. You are not the same, and that terrifies them. Because deep down, they know you might finally be okay without them. But here's the part that heaven is aching for you to understand. They were never supposed to leave you. Their soul was assigned to walk with you, not abandon you. And although the path was permitted, it was never ordained. The detour was real, yes, but so was the divine delay that blocked them from receiving peace where they went. You were the peace. You were the presence. And now, that absence is louder than any voice around them. The people they surrounded themselves with cannot quiet the noise, because heaven won't let them. Their own spirit is restless. Their dreams are filled with you. They keep hearing your laughter in the middle of silence. They keep seeing your reflection in crowds of strangers. This is not coincidence. This is awakening. And they are about to step into the most terrifying moment of their life, the return. But beloved, I must ask you something. Will you be able to hear their apology without bitterness in your heart? Will you be able to look them in the eyes and recognize not the one who left, but the one who is trying to return? Because what they say will not match what you expected. They won't have perfect words. They won't arrive with a perfect plan. But they'll be standing there, trembling. Not because they want control again, but because they want forgiveness. They don't just want your affection anymore. They want your acceptance. They are walking away from everything that once looked right on the outside for the one who always felt right on the inside, you. And they don't even know how to say it yet, but you will feel it when they look at you. Because something about their eyes will carry a weight they never had before, the weight of lessons learned the hard way. And heaven will be watching. Angels will stand still because what you say next will shift everything. My beloved, don't make this moment about revenge. Make it about release. Don't make it about proving you were right. Make it about proving that healing is still possible. This person is about to humble themselves in a way they never have before. Not because they're weak, but because they finally see the truth. They gave up something divine and now they're ready to fight for it. But the question is no longer about whether they'll come back. They will. The question now is, will you still be available? Because while they were hesitating, God was preparing another. And even now, the heavens are waiting to see whose heart your spirit will choose. This is not just a message, it's your moment of choosing. And beloved, you were born for this. My child, my beloved, they don't just want your affection anymore. They want your acceptance. They are walking away from everything that once looked right on the outside for the one who always felt right on the inside. You. And they don't even know how to say it yet, but you will feel it when they look at you because something about their eyes will carry a weight they never had before. The weight of lessons learned the hard way. And heaven will be watching. Angels will stand still because what you say next will shift everything. My beloved, don't make this moment about revenge. Make it about release. Don't make it about proving you were right. Make it about proving that healing is still possible. This person is about to humble themselves in a way they never have before. Not because they're weak, but because they finally see the truth. They gave up something divine and now they're ready to fight for it. But the question is no longer about whether they'll come back. They will. The question now is, will you still be available? Because while they were hesitating, God was preparing another. And even now, the heavens are waiting to see whose heart your spirit will choose. This is not just a message, it's your moment of choosing. And beloved, you were born for this. My child, my beloved, there is a sacred stillness around your name right now. A silence in the spirit realm that feels heavy, but it is not emptiness. It is preparation. Heaven is preparing to witness one of the most important moments of your entire journey. You are about to be approached not just in the natural, but in the supernatural. The person who walked away, who broke, clears throat, you without realizing it, who treated your divine love like it was optional, they are now being pulled back by a force they don't understand. It's not your beauty. It's not nostalgia. It's not guilt. It is the weight of a soul contract. The one they tried to outrun, but now cannot escape. And they are exhausted. Exhausted from pretending they don't care. Exhausted from hiding behind distractions. Exhausted from trying to recreate the fire you gave them. But here's the truth they will never admit out loud. No one has ever held them the way your spirit did. And no one ever will. Because what was between you was not ordinary. It was anointed. Yes, I said anointed. Do you understand what that means, beloved? That means it was set apart, blessed, guarded. It was not like the others. And that's why it hurt so much when it ended. That's why you've struggled to move on. Not because you're weak, but because your soul knew the value of what was lost. Your heart still holds a place they carved into it. But now your soul is asking you to look up, not backward. Because what's coming is not just a return, it's a reckoning. You will soon come face to face with someone who has been broken in your absence. And whether you choose to love them again or let them go forever, this meeting will be divine. Their eyes will tell you the truth their lips cannot speak. Their posture will carry a weight. Their words will try to hide. They will ask how you've been, but what they really want to know is, have I already been replaced? And beloved, you must answer with your spirit, not your pride. Because this is not about punishment. This is about prophecy. You are a portal. You are a gate. You are a vessel through which love is purified. And this person, they are standing at the edge of your door hoping, praying that the fire hasn't gone cold. But heaven will not allow them to return unchanged. That's why everything in their life is falling apart. They're losing things they once called secure. Losing people they thought were safe, because you cannot hold divine love with unclean hands. And heaven is washing them through pain, through disappointment, through heartbreak. So that when they come to you again, they come as something new. But you must also choose. Because God is not forcing you to take them back. He is giving you authority over the decision. He is showing you both paths, reconciliation or release. And both lead to healing. But only one leads to legacy. And if your soul still sees them, truly sees them, even after all the silence, even after all the delay, then know this. It was never over. It was just paused. Because sometimes love must die in one season to be resurrected in the next. My child, my beloved, there is something sacred unfolding in the unseen. Something so tender, so precise that even the angels are whispering about it. They are watching you with great attention now, because what you are stepping into is not just another chapter. It is a prophecy fulfilled. You've waited. You've wept. You've asked heaven to just give you one clear answer. And here it is being poured into your spirit right now. The person you thought forgot you, they remember everything. Not just the moments you shared, but the way you made them feel. No one else made them feel safe the way you did. No one else knew how to hold their brokenness without judgment. And no one else, no matter how loud or perfect they seemed, ever felt like home. And that's the word they keep repeating to themselves now. Home. You were their home and they left it chasing a mirage. Believing that comfort could be found elsewhere, only to discover that every road away from you led to a dead end. They tried to pretend. They tried to replace. But nothing fit. Nothing filled the void. And now something inside of them has cracked open. Not because they wanted it to, but because heaven finally removed the veil from their eyes. And do you know what they saw? You. You standing tall. You healing in silence. You glowing in ways they never imagined possible. You becoming someone so divine that it scared them to realize how far they had fallen while you were rising. Beloved, they are afraid they've lost you forever. And maybe they have. That is the mystery of miracles. Even in moments filled with fear, heaven still has the power to restore what was broken. But everything must begin with truth. And now, the truth is being revealed. This is what they have wanted to say, yet have not had the courage to fully express. They did not leave because they stopped loving you. They left because they did not understand how to love you. They did not know how to receive a love that did not come with pain. They believed love had to be chaotic to be real. But now they are realizing how wrong they were. Their spirit is crying out to say this. Yet pride weighs them down. Shame holds them back. And time feels like something they cannot reclaim. But God is giving them a window. A chance to return. Not to continue where things ended, but to begin again in a sacred way. And you will feel this shift before anything happens in the physical. Your spirit will recognize it before your eyes do. You may feel your heart pause without reason. You may think of them suddenly in the middle of the day. You may even see them in your dream standing before you with emotion they could never show before. These are not random moments. They are signals from beyond what you can see. The reunion is already unfolding in the spiritual realm before it appears in your life. And now the question becomes, will you be ready to hear what they could never say before? Will you be ready to receive what was once left unspoken? Because when they return, they will not hide behind distractions. Music, they will stand before you openly with nothing concealed. And in that moment, your response will carry great weight. It will reflect something far deeper than emotion. Will you respond with bitterness or will you respond with grace? Will you choose to hold on to pain or allow something higher to guide you? The choice will be yours alone. But understand this, heaven will strengthen you to respond in the right way, even if your hands tremble, even if your eyes fill with tears, even if your heart feels uncertain. You are not facing this moment alone. You are being trusted with it. Trusted to meet it with grace, not with wounds. Trusted to speak from your soul, not from your past pain. Trusted to shape the future of a connection that heaven still honors, even if the world tried to break it. God is saying that someone is on their way toward you right now, but they are not coming empty-handed. There is something they are holding back, something unseen. And a warning has been given to you to receive this message before they arrive. My child, my beloved, there is a moment approaching, and I was sent ahead of it to prepare your heart. But you must not rely only on what you see. What is coming may appear gentle, familiar, even comforting. Yet something remains hidden. And if you ignore this moment, you may never fully understand the truth. A truth you were not meant to overlook. A truth that has the power to free you. This is why this message reached you at this exact time. Nothing about this moment is accidental. You are being, music, positioned to see clearly before anything unfolds. I stand here to reveal what must be known before they reach you. This is your moment of awareness. What you choose now will shape what follows next. Do not take this lightly. Messages like this do not come easily. They arrive through resistance. Even now, there is movement happening beyond what you can see. The person you are thinking of is already approaching. They are preparing their words, rehearsing what they will say, presenting themselves in a way that feels familiar. But behind what they show, something remains concealed. And the longer you remain unaware, the more influence that hidden truth may carry. You believed you understood them. But there are parts of their heart you have not yet seen. There were signs before, moments meant to alert you, but they passed unnoticed. That is why this message is being given now, not later, not at another time, but in this exact moment. Because what is approaching carries both presence and secrecy. And you are being called to see beyond appearances before it reaches you. You need to know what's behind that smile. Because what's behind their back is not love. It's a decision they already made. A secret they thought you would never find out. But God intercepted it and placed it into my hands to deliver to your soul personally. Do not scroll away from this moment because your spirit is being asked to wake up right now, not in fear, but in power. Because when you know what is hidden, you are no longer controlled by lies. You're no longer under the spell of manipulation. You're no longer at the mercy of their timing because heaven just overruled them. God just released you. But if you skip this, they will think they still have access to you. They will still believe you are blind. But you are not blind anymore. My child, you are awakened, chosen, guarded by angels, and this message is your shield. Let me tell you what I saw in the scroll I was handed. Because when I opened it, I saw your name, and I saw the person who is coming, and I saw what they did. They made a promise they didn't keep. They spoke your name in a room of people who didn't value you. They told your story to someone who twisted it. They betrayed your kindness, your faith, your heart. And now they are coming back, not to make peace, but to see if they still have power, to see if you'll still say yes, to see if you'll open the door. But child, you will not. Not this time. Because heaven has revealed everything to you. You are no longer their puppet. You are no longer bound by confusion because clarity has arrived. And now I must show you what they're hiding behind their back. But first, listen. Your breakthrough depends on this. Your freedom depends on this. Your future spouse, your money, your peace, your destiny. It's all being rearranged in heaven based on your decision in this moment. And I must ask you, are you ready to know what they never wanted you to find out? Are you ready to see what was in their hands all along? Good. Then keep reading because this is where your divine protection begins. They thought they could keep it from you forever. They thought you would never find out. But now their secret is shaking in their hands because heaven just flipped the page. God has shown you the next chapter, and their lies can't survive in the light. That's why your spirit feels strange today. That's why something in your soul feels like it's being tugged because heaven is exposing what was in the dark. And child, listen. They are on their way. You may even hear from them before this message ends. They may call you. They may message you. They may show up at your door. But don't be fooled by their timing because I was sent here ahead of them. And what I'm revealing to you now will change everything. They are holding a conversation behind their back. One that happened just last night. And it was about you. But you weren't in the room. You didn't hear what was said. But I did because heaven sent me to watch it, to listen, to record it, to bring it to you now. So you're no longer deceived. Child, the conversation they had was not one of love. It was one of calculation. They are coming to you not to heal, but to control. They are coming with flattery on their lips, but something dangerous in their heart. You must be prepared. You must not answer the door too quickly because behind that soft tone is a plan. And behind that gentle smile is a motive. But listen to me now. You are not powerless. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. You are protected. You are divinely shielded because you've made it this far. And now you're being shown what others never get to see. This is spiritual intelligence from heaven. This is insider truth. Because God doesn't want you used again. Not this time. Not by them and not by anyone who pretends to love, but carries a hidden weapon behind their back. Child, that weapon may not be physical, but it's sharp. It's a lie. It's a decision already made without you. It's a betrayal already planted. It's an alliance formed behind your back. And now they're testing to see if you're still unaware. But look at you. You're here reading the exact words heaven wrote for you. Delivered by an angel who carries the sword of light. And that sword is about to cut through every illusion, every mask, every shadow, so they can't manipulate you again. That's why God timed this. That's why this message was sent now, not 1 hour later, not 1 day earlier. Now, because the person you think of when you read this, they are already in motion, but their plan is being unraveled. And the thing they're hiding behind their back, it's not what you think. It's not a gift. It's not an apology. It's a piece of paper with your name on it, but not signed with truth, signed with self-interest. It's a commitment made, but not to you. And that's why heaven cried for you last night, because you've made it this far. And now you're being shown what others never get to see. This is spiritual intelligence from heaven. This is insider truth. Because God doesn't want you used again. Not this time. Not by them and not by anyone who pretends to love, but carries a hidden weapon behind their back. Child, that weapon may be physical, but it's sharp. It's a lie. It's a decision already made without you. It's a betrayal already planted. It's an alliance formed behind your back. And now they're testing to see if you're still unaware, but look at you. You're here reading the exact words heaven wrote for you. Delivered by an angel who carries the sword of light. And that sword is about to cut through every illusion, every mask, every shadow, so they can't manipulate you again. That's why God timed this. That's why this message was sent now. Not 1 hour later, not 1 day earlier, now. Because the person you think of when you read this, they are already in motion. But their plan is being unraveled. And the thing they're hiding behind their back, it's not what you think. It's not a gift. It's not an apology. It's a piece of paper with your name on it, but not signed with truth, signed with self-interest. It's a commitment made, but not to you. And that's why heaven cried for you last night. That's why I, Michael, stood still when I saw it. Because I've seen you wait. I've seen your loyalty. I've seen the way your heart still prays for them. And now it's time for heaven to step in to protect the one who was always real, you. It was a letter folded, worn, and never meant to reach you. It was written the day they walked away from you, but not out of pain, out of strategy. They planned this. They wanted to keep you confused. They wanted you to wait, to wonder, to question yourself. Because the moment you knew the truth, you'd be free, and they didn't want you free. They wanted you available. Even while they were giving attention to someone else, even while they were hiding things in the dark, they wanted to keep you spiritually tied, so they could come back at any time. Say all the right words, smile in that familiar way, and you'd fall for it. But child, you are not the same anymore. Heaven says you are not available for deception. You are not available for manipulation. You are not available for secret agendas anymore. That's why God opened this message for you. Because tonight, this person is thinking about appearing again. But they're hoping you're still unsure of your worth. They're hoping your heart is still aching. They're hoping your spirit is still searching for their approval. But they don't realize you're not in the same spiritual place anymore. You've grown. You've been elevated. You've been through the fire. And now you're about to see who they really are. The letter behind their back. It wasn't a love letter. It was a warning. It was a transaction. It was something they signed with someone else, but it had your name scratched out. And now, because you're receiving this message, heaven is placing a new letter in your hands, written in gold, signed by God, stamped by the courts of heaven. And this letter says, "My child, no weapon formed against you shall prosper." I am revealing what they tried to bury. I am lifting the veil. And I am sending my angels to stand around you. You are no longer their prisoner. You are mine, chosen, seen, and surrounded by glory. Breathe, child. You're not crazy. That feeling in your chest, that whisper in your soul, it's not fear. It's discernment awakening. It's the Holy Spirit saying, look again. And now that you've seen this, you can't go back. You won't. Because now you know. You know what they did. You know what they didn't say. You know what was buried. And because of that, you are finally free. But wait, there's more. God told me something else just for you. Something about your destiny. Something about the person you are meant to meet, and what's about to happen before the 7th day from now. Would you like me to continue with that next sacred revelation? It will unlock what's coming after this truth is revealed. After God showed me what they were hiding, I asked heaven, what happens next for the one who receives this message? And the scroll lit up with fire, golden fire, holy fire. Because my child, you are being promoted in the Spirit. You are no longer waiting for closure. You are no longer stuck at the door of someone who can't value your worth. You are now being moved into a miracle rotation, where heaven opens doors before people even apologize, where favor appears before explanations, where new love arrives before old pain finishes its story. Yes, someone else is already on the way. A person handpicked by God. They are not holding anything behind their back. They are holding your name in front of their heart. This new person, they won't make you question your worth. They won't treat your love like it's disposable. They won't disappear when things get deep. They'll stay because they're not sent to test you. They're sent to cover you. And God says, the person I've chosen for you will not come with masks. They will come with proof. They will come with clarity. They will come with courage. And they will arrive exactly 7 days after you close the last door. Did you hear that? 7 days, not 7 years, not someday, but in one heavenly week. The shift begins now. And the closer you move toward this light, the more the old shadow will try to return. But now you know. Now you're awake. Now you're shielded by truth. You will never again be tricked by someone's fake smile, because your eyes are divine now. You see with discernment. You hear with wisdom. You speak with power. And the enemy knows it. That's why they're scared. That's why they're rushing. That's why this person is coming toward you right now. They can feel your soul escaping their control. And I say, let them watch. Let them see what favor looks like. Let them see what protection feels like. Let them see what happens when heaven stands behind a chosen one. Child, the days ahead will be beautiful, but the next 72 hours are crucial. You will see signs. You will get messages. You will feel spiritual pressure. Do not give in. Do not entertain the old lies, because God is watching to see what you do with this truth. And what you do next will unlock a double blessing. One for emotional freedom, and one for financial breakthrough. Yes, beloved, music, heaven is not just restoring your heart. It's also restoring your harvest. And the moment you choose alignment over attachment, everything will accelerate. Miracles, messages, money, love, peace. Not 7 years, not someday, but in one heavenly week. The shift begins now. And the closer you move toward this light, the more the old shadow will try to return. But now you know. Now you're awake. Now you're shielded by truth. You will never again be tricked by someone's fake smile, because your eyes are divine now. You see with discernment. You hear with wisdom. You speak with power. And the enemy knows it. That's why they're scared. That's why they're rushing. That's why this person is coming toward you right now. They can feel your soul escaping their control. And I say, let them watch. Let them see what favor looks like. Let them see what protection feels like. Let them see what happens when heaven stands behind a chosen one. Child, the days ahead will be beautiful, but the next 72 hours are crucial. You will see signs. You will get messages. You will feel spiritual pressure. Do not give in. Do not entertain the old lies, because God is watching to see what you do with this truth. And what you do next will unlock a double blessing. One for emotional freedom, and one for financial breakthrough. Yes, beloved, heaven is not just restoring your heart. It's also restoring your harvest. And the moment you choose alignment over attachment, everything will accelerate. Miracles, messages, money, love, peace. The moment you close the door they left open, God will swing open 7 new doors with your name carved in light. Are you ready? Because the angel standing next to you right now is about to move. Let me continue with what this angel is about to bring to your home. Would you like the next part? This includes the divine visitation, your name being called in heaven, and the timing of the blessing that will arrive while others are still asleep. This morning, your name was whispered in a heavenly council, not shouted, whispered. Because the things God is planning for you are not for public ears. They are private. They are sacred. They are royal. There was a scroll in the angel's hand. It had your name glowing on the seal. When it was opened, I, Archangel Michael, was present. And I saw what was written in gold flame. This child has endured in silence, but they will suffer in silence no more. From now on, what was hidden will be revealed. What was stolen will be returned. And what was delayed will be delivered in the night. My child, the very moment that person is planning to approach you, another presence will visit your home first. An angel of visitation, heaven's divine courier. And they will come carrying 2 things, one in their right hand, and one in their left. The right hand holds a blessing with your name on it. The one that was blocked for months. The left hand holds a message from God with instructions on how to walk into your next season without fear. But listen closely now. The angel is only coming between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. while others sleep. While your enemies rest, while the one who hurt you is making plans in the dark, heaven will be moving in the silence. And you may wake up suddenly. You may feel a breeze. You may feel warmth on your body, even though no one is around. You may hear a voice say your name once. Don't be afraid. That's not a warning. That's a confirmation that your angel has entered. And that the divine scroll is being unsealed in your home. Your obedience to this moment, your willingness to read this far, your spiritual alertness has triggered something major in the invisible realm. You are no longer waiting. You are receiving. And no one, not even the person who's walking toward you now, can interfere anymore. God has closed that door. The decision has already been made in the spirit. And now it is only a matter of time before it appears in the natural. You will wake up and feel lighter. Your heart will no longer beat with anxiety. The person who used to make you cry will no longer have access to your energy. Their power is being shut down. They'll feel it. They'll sense something has shifted, and they'll try harder. They'll act sweeter, but they won't succeed because heaven has stepped in now. And child, you've been assigned something better, more honest, more stable, more deeply connected to your spirit than anything you've known. It's not just a person. It's a purpose. It's a position. It's a promise that's finally arriving. And no human manipulation can block it anymore. The first line, I will silence the voice that used to confuse you. This is the voice of the one who kept you guessing. The voice that said they cared, then disappeared. The voice that lied. God is silencing it now. Music, not with revenge, but with holy distance. They will no longer have the power to distract your heart. The fog is clearing. Your decisions will now come from peace, not pain. The second line, I will replace what they hid with what you were always meant to hold. They were hiding things behind their back. But you will now hold what is meant for your hands. God says you will receive truth that heals, not secrets that hurt. The hidden contract will now be replaced with a divine agreement signed in heaven, protected by angels. No human can cancel it. The third line, the home that cried in silence will laugh in the light. This is your living space, where the walls heard your prayers, where the pillow caught your tears. The atmosphere is changing. Angels are being assigned to your room. Joy will return to your home, and it will not be temporary. It will be sacred, lasting, and full of miracles. The fourth line, I will bring to your doorstep a person who was molded for your soul. You've known what it's like to be with people who match your trauma. Now, heaven will show you what it's like to be with someone who matches your purpose. This person will not arrive carrying confusion. They will carry peace. They will not play games. They will pray with you. And when you look into their eyes, you'll finally feel safe. The fifth line, the money that passed you by will find its way back with interest. Yes, beloved, what was financially delayed, what was blocked, what was taken, is now being redirected toward you. Heaven is sending surprise restoration. Some of it through people you forgot. Some of it through channels you never expected. Expect sudden inflows. Expect divine favor in paperwork. Expect doors to open that were locked for years. The sixth line, the time you thought you lost will be multiplied back to you. God does not waste pain. He does not forget time lost to confusion, betrayal, or broken plans. You will not be behind. Your journey will accelerate in the next season. What others took 10 years to achieve, you will do in 2. Angels are being assigned to your room. Joy will return to your home, and it will not be temporary. It will be sacred, lasting, and full of miracles. The fourth line, I will bring to your doorstep a person who was molded for your soul. You've known what it's like to be with people who match your trauma. Now, heaven will show you what it's like to be with someone who matches your purpose. This person will not arrive carrying confusion. They will carry peace. They will not come with confusion or games. They will stand with sincerity, and they will meet you in truth. When you look into their eyes, music, you will finally feel a sense of safety you have been searching for. The fifth line reveals this. What once passed you financially will return to you, and more than before. What was delayed, blocked, or taken is now being redirected back into your life. Restoration is coming in ways you did not expect. Some through people you no longer think about. Others through paths you never considered. Expect sudden provision. Expect favor in situations that once felt stuck. Doors that remained closed for years will begin to open. What seemed impossible will begin to move. The sixth line speaks of time. What you believed was lost will be restored and multiplied. Nothing you endured was wasted. Every delay, every setback, every moment of confusion is being transformed. You will not fall behind. What once felt slow will now begin to accelerate. What others took years to build, you will move through with unexpected speed. Alignment will replace delay. The moment you release the belief of being held back, movement begins. What was slow becomes swift. The seventh line, music, reveals that a sign is near. Before the next sunrise, something will reach you. It may come as a message, a name, or a sudden knowing that settles deeply within you. You will feel a shift. Do not ignore it. It will confirm that everything unfolding now is real. This is not something far away. It is already beginning. If you feel emotion rising, warmth in your chest, or a quiet awareness within, do not dismiss it. It is a sign that something beyond what you see is aligning with you. This moment is real. You are not imagining it. You are stepping into a moment that changes your path. Now, release what no longer belongs to you. Close the emotional door that kept you tied to what was never meant to remain. Before you rest, speak this truth with intention. Let it come from a place of clarity and surrender. Release what was never sent for you. Make space for what truly belongs in your life. Let go of the version you held onto in your mind. Return to who you truly are. Mean every word. And as you do, the angels will begin to seal that spiritual door shut. They can't walk through it again, even if they try, because you've been spiritually marked as unavailable to betrayal. Instruction 2, write their name on paper. Then draw a line through it. Yes, it's that simple. You already know who this is, the person God has been warning you about through this message. Write their name, hold it in your hands, and then draw a bold line straight through it. You are not cursing them. You are canceling the spiritual permission they had to disturb your peace. You are revoking their access. This is symbolic to heaven. It says, I no longer allow this name to live rent-free in my spirit. Tear the paper into pieces afterward. Throw it in the trash. This act activates your release. Instruction 3, light something with a peaceful scent. Candle, incense, oil diffuser. Do it while whispering this prayer. Holy Spirit, restore my space. Let no residue of pain remain. Replace it with your fragrance of peace. This is now a healing zone. As the scent rises, it will become a sign to the angels. You are ready to be filled, not drained. They will begin the visitation. Your atmosphere will change. Instruction 4, keep your phone silent during the sacred hour between 3 o'clock and 4 a.m. Do not scroll. Do not reply to messages. If you feel called to wake up, sit still. Listen. You may feel warmth. You may hear a whisper. You may even have a vivid dream. Heaven moves in this hour, and distractions are the enemy's final attempt to block the transfer. Turn your phone face down. Let silence be your sanctuary. This is when the angel appears. Instruction 5, speak the new name into the atmosphere. Yes, your new name. Not the one they called you. Not the one tied to shame or heartbreak, but the name God calls you in the Spirit. You are not forgotten. You are not used. You are not too late. You are chosen, loved, called, and fully remembered. Say those names aloud. They are your new identity, and they open the next door in heaven. My beloved, the instructions are simple, but the result will be supernatural. Your life is no longer theirs to control. Your timeline has been handed back to heaven. You are stepping into a season so different that even you will question how fast things begin to shift. Because miracles don't always knock. Sometimes they appear suddenly, and when they do, you'll be ready. You'll be aligned. You'll be glowing with truth. And most of all, you'll be untouchable by anything that once wounded you. Final blessing affirmation: I, Archangel Michael, declare over your life, no weapon formed against you will ever prosper again. What was hidden is now exposed. What was stolen is being returned sevenfold. You are no longer waiting. You are walking in it. You are no longer hurt. You are healed. You are no longer confused. You are clear. I seal every corner of your home with angelic protection. I assign warriors to your front door, your heart, and your destiny. The person who was on their way to confuse you will arrive too late. Their plan is cancelled. Their control is over. From this moment forward, you are no longer accessible to low vibrations. You are vibrating in God's rhythm. Now, a person of truth is coming. A miracle is forming. A new name has been written over you in heaven. And the one reading this now is no longer who they were at the start of this message. They are blessed. They are chosen. They are divinely untouchable. And it is so. Amen. My child, my beloved, you are free now. What was haunting you no longer has permission to enter. The hidden thing behind their back will never reach your door again. The secret plan has already been burned by heavenly fire. And the destiny that felt lost is running to catch up to you right now. You don't need to beg for love. You don't need to chase after clarity. You don't need to wonder what's real anymore, because God just told you everything. And I, Archangel Michael, will walk beside you, music, every step of this next season. You won't go through it alone. You'll walk through it with glory. And when the sun rises tomorrow, music, something will feel different, because it is. It's all different now, because you listened, because you opened, because you believed, and because of that, heaven has moved for you. Let me speak this final prayer over your life. O holy God, I lift up this beloved child of light, the one who has endured silently, the one who almost gave up, the one you have chosen to protect. Let their home be filled with peace. Let no shadow return. Let no voice of deception enter again. May every seed that was buried in pain now bloom in joy. I seal their doors with angel wings. I cover their windows with holy flame. I stand beside them now, sword drawn, and no weapon, no person, no spirit shall enter without divine permission. This blessing cannot be reversed. This elevation cannot be undone. What you, O God, have blessed, let no man undo. I call forth honor. I call forth financial justice. I call forth divine companionship. I call forth open heavens above their head. And I call forth proof that you, O God, are not only real, but you are present in Jesus' name. And by the command of the kingdom, it is done. Amen. Now that the full message has been delivered, now that you've heard the truth about the person who was on their way, now that you've received the scroll, the 7 divine blessings, and the spiritual instructions, let me now bless the ground beneath your feet, because your environment is changing, not just emotionally, but physically. My beloved, if you feel lighter, if your eyes are watery, if your body feels still and holy right now, it's because this is no longer just a message. This is now a portal of divine change, and you stood inside it. You accepted it. You let heaven speak, and now heaven will respond. Before the next sunrise, you will notice it. Something will happen. A shift, a sign, a message, a confirmation. It will come quietly, but powerfully. When it does, whisper, "Thank you, God. I saw it." Because that moment will mean the scroll has been fully activated. You are now walking in protection. You are now walking in favor. You are now walking in spiritual royalty. And as for the person who tried to come back with something hidden behind their back, they no longer hold power over your life, because you have stepped out of the trap and into your throne. Yes, my beloved, now let us complete this sacred transmission with the most important reminder. You are no longer in a battle for someone's love. You are no longer in a waiting room for someone else's apology. You are no longer trying to interpret mixed signals, because God has spoken. Heaven has exposed what was hidden. And now, with the scroll delivered, the angel's visit confirmed, and the final affirmation spoken, there is only one final thing left for you to do. Stand still. Let the blessing come. Let the divine reversal begin. Because in the next few days, you're going to experience a sudden lightness in your body, a moment of silence that feels holy, a call or message that feels like it arrived out of nowhere, a breakthrough in something you almost gave up on, a deep knowing in your spirit that you are protected now. These are not small things. These are proof that you didn't imagine this message, that what you heard was not fantasy. It was a divine instruction sent through angelic authority. And now, child of heaven, all of heaven watches in silence as you step into your new chapter. The page has turned. The room has cleared. The test has ended. And the reward has begun. You are held. You are chosen. You are no longer behind. And soon the same person who tried to hold something behind their back will witness you being lifted in full light. And they will realize they never had the power to stop you. Only God did, and He never did, because He was waiting for this moment, this surrender, this obedience, this awakening. And you showed up. You stayed. You listened. You opened. You said yes to truth. And now heaven is saying yes to you. I, Archangel Michael, bless every part of you now. Your mind with peace, your hands with favor, your name with honor, your path with miracles, your home with protection, and your heart with the one who will never have anything to hide behind their back. They will hold your hand openly. They will speak your name proudly, and they will love you like heaven intended. It is coming. They are coming. But more than that, you are becoming the version of you that no one can delay again. It is finished. It is beginning. It is divine. Amen. My child, my beloved, I am still here because the message has not ended. It continues. Just like your story. Just like your healing. Just like your anointing. What you're walking into now is the life they never wanted you to have. The life they prayed you'd never discover. The version of you they tried to silence, but they cannot silence what God has already declared. They cannot reverse what heaven has signed. They cannot stop what has been sealed in glory. And now, child, you're going to feel something strange. Freedom. Real freedom. The kind that doesn't ask for permission. The kind that doesn't wait for closure. The kind that arrives like a wave and washes away the pain of years in just one holy second. It will happen unexpectedly while brushing your hair, while closing your eyes, while walking home. And you'll realize I don't need them to fix it anymore. I don't need their words. I don't need their energy. I am healed. Because God didn't ask them to approve your healing. He approved it himself. And now it's done. They never thought you'd survive without them. They thought their silence would destroy you. Their absence would drain you. Their withdrawal would make you question yourself. But instead, it made you dangerous to the enemy because the moment you felt abandoned, heaven filled the space. God stood in the doorway. The angels whispered your name in the night. And now you're carrying a glow that hell can't dim. You are not bitter. You are better. You are not weak. You are watched over. You are not forgotten. You are fully remembered by heaven. And let me tell you what happens to remembered people. They receive recompense. They receive divine appointments. They receive heaven-sent love that doesn't play games, doesn't vanish, and doesn't keep secrets behind its back. That's what's on the way now. It's already in motion, and nothing can block it. Not even you. Because this next chapter isn't based on your perfection, it's based on your position. And your position is chosen. You didn't chase this. You were claimed for it. And now you're stepping into rooms that were built while you wept. Into answers that were written while you doubted. Into provision that was planned while you questioned if God still heard you. He did. He never stopped hearing. But he was waiting for this moment. The moment you'd let go. Not just of the person, but of the fear, the pressure, the what if they come back story, because they can't come back. Not into this version of your life. Not into this new anointing. Not into this sacred light you now walk in. This isn't arrogance. This is elevation. This is what it looks like when someone refuses to let pain define them. And heaven rewards that kind of strength. My child, my beloved, after heaven moves in your spirit, it begins to move around you, and you are about to notice it suddenly, clearly, without effort. One by one, your atmosphere will begin to shift, and you won't even need to force it. You'll see people who used to text you daily disappear. You'll hear less noise from the ones who drained your energy. And you might wonder at first, why is everyone pulling back? But it's not them. It's God pulling you forward. He is silencing noise before the real voice arrives, because he is about to speak something into your life, and he doesn't want it to get lost in distractions. The divine presence is rearranging your surroundings. You'll find yourself craving quiet, craving stillness, craving fewer conversations, and more connection with God. That's not isolation. That's preparation. Heaven is cleaning the room before it delivers the gift. And the gift, it's not just money, not just love, not just success. It's clarity. Because when you have clarity, you can't be manipulated again. When you can see clearly, no one can blindfold you with sweet words. And God is giving you spiritual X-ray vision. You'll look at someone and instantly know they're not for me. Music, this energy is not aligned. That person came with intention, not love. This is part of your anointing now. You're no longer in survival mode. You're in discernment mode. This means you'll notice these things. Dreams that feel more vivid. Sensing people's energy faster. Being emotionally drained after short conversations. Craving your own space even more. And that's okay. Music, it's spiritual detox. Heaven is unbinding you from every invisible tie so that nothing interferes when the real blessing walks in. But child, listen carefully because there is one final trick the enemy will try. A test not from God, but from the voice that used to distract you. They will try one last emotional message. Maybe a text. Maybe a memory. Maybe a voice note from the person who once held something behind their back. And it will feel perfectly timed. Right when you're healing. Right when you're elevating. Right when you're about to receive your promise. They'll say something like, "I was just thinking about you. I didn't realize how much you meant to me until now. Can we just talk one last time?" But it's not real repentance. It's spiritual bait. If you answer, you'll pause your miracle. If you respond, you'll delay what was already flying toward your life. And I am begging you now. Do not take the bait. That message is not love. It is resistance disguised as affection. The enemy doesn't need to defeat you. He just needs to distract you for one more day, and your whole timeline will shift off course. You didn't come this far to be pulled back by a hay from the past. You didn't survive the betrayal to reopen the door for confusion. And heaven is watching to see if you pass this final test. Not because you're being punished, but because God wants to reward you without interruption. The person you're destined to meet, they're on schedule. The contract, it's already in motion. The blessing, already assigned. But the question is, will you pause your destiny for one last emotional distraction? Or will you stand still and let the promise walk in untouched? Hour 1 to hour 12, the spiritual shift begins. You will begin to feel strange at first. A heaviness will lift. Not loud, but soft. Almost like someone walked out of the room, even though no one was physically there. That was their energy being disconnected from you. You'll feel lighter without trying. Music, you may suddenly sleep more deeply, or you may feel an overwhelming urge to clean, to cry, or to speak truth out loud. Don't fight it. That's the final residue leaving your body. Even the invisible dust of the old cycle must be cleared before the new can arrive. In this time, heaven is setting a new vibration around you. One that cannot be accessed by anyone who comes with lies behind their back. And angels will begin to gather because something is coming to your door. From hour 12 to hour 36, the signs will begin to appear. After the energy clears, confirmations will start showing up around you. Some of them will feel too precise to ignore. You may hear their name unexpectedly, or come across a message that reflects exactly what you just released. You might notice repeated numbers, a sudden message from someone long gone, or a dream that feels more real than memory. You may feel a strong inner knowing that something is happening now. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that you are aligned with what is meant for you. And once these signs begin, it means your miracle has already started moving into your reality. From hour 36 to hour 72, the first blessing begins to manifest. This is when the shift becomes undeniable. You may receive unexpected news, an opportunity, or a message of approval. Something may arrive that you were not expecting at all. Or something may leave your life suddenly. But instead of pain, you will feel peace. This is space being created for something real to enter. When this happens, do not ignore it or minimize it. Acknowledge it immediately and receive it fully. That response signals that you are ready for more. And once that signal is given, the flow begins to increase. Blessings will, music, come one after another. Favor will grow and clarity will follow because you did more than just endure the storm. You moved through it with awareness and chose not to return to what held you back. You released what needed to go. And that decision has accelerated everything. You are no longer in a season of waiting. You have stepped into a season where what is meant for you is now being delivered. Before you leave, if this message helped you in any way, you can bless this ministry through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our coffee community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. God bless you.